Oh, so you're saying that your show is supposed to be that way. Your animation is hideous because that's the style you chose. You're saying that the sympathetic character getting the tar beat out of them is there to get a different emotion out of your audience. I could have a lengthy argument with you to prove why that argument doesn't hold much water, but all I really need to do is say 2 words. Angela Anaconda. Angela Anaconda has a distinct style that does everything wrong. It insults every aspect of storytelling. Its animation is ugly, to say the least. It seems to be based on vintage photographs, but uses them to absolutely no end, and is very lazy in this animation. While the lip syncing isn't as bad as Puppy in My Pocket, it falls just short of matching mid-90s video games like the Oregon Trail 2.
Friend, say, has your wagon train formed yet? The bylaws and regulations drawn up by your self-elected council.
Kids, guess I'm your sub. Geraldine Clump's the name, but you can call me Jerry.
And that's not even talking about the characters or the stories. You know what? Let's take a closer look. Before we go any further, I will apologize for the logo this time. This is the best footage I can get because no one wants to remember this show. Let's start with the theme song.
My name is Angela, hey hello, welcome to my very own show.
It's sung by a character who can't sing and doesn't flow very well at all. Angela says that she'll introduce her friends, but she doesn't.
Now to today's story, starring me, and not starring Nanette Memoir.
Do you not know what words mean? She's the antagonist of the episode. So yes, it stars her as much as it stars you. There are scenes with her without you. The episode we'll be looking at is The Substitute. What was that? December? Oh, the episode we'll be looking at is The Christmas Substitute. What you'll notice very quickly is that the Grey children all have creepy eyes that stare into your soul. Also, this scrapbook style could have actually worked. I've seen it work before, but what absolutely kills it is how poorly everyone is animated, and the fact that they're all grayed out. Why are they all grayed out? Would it have been any more expensive to add some color here and there? Hell, I think it costs more to remove the color. Also, you've got to either focus on one person or have everyone constantly moving, because when you don't, they get this creepy stare. I think it's trying to be like Monty Python, but to do that you need to be really energetic. And this doesn't really try.
Angela, where you think Brinks is?
How should I know, Johnny Abadi, my dim best friend?
Wow, no really. You couldn't make exposition more obvious and more stupid if this show had a glowing red sign pop up every time you tried. Oh yeah, Angela Anaconda has fantasies kinda like Doug, except she's a sociopath. So this show's resident alpha bitch tends to die a lot.
Not picking my rainforest project, because who could think of anything when you have to have breakfast at my house?
Good God, that fucking baby.
Did someone say milk? A good one.
I don't get it. Was that supposed to be a joke? If this was explaining that breakfast was terrible, we didn't need a flashback. Unless you were gonna tell us some kind of joke, and that wasn't a joke. That was a fart. It was a plot fart. We see that Angela's teacher won't be coming in today because she's sick, and the background music makes it sound like she's dead.
What are we supposed to do with our homework?
Johnny Abadi, Angela's dim-witted best friend, decides to make paper airplanes with them. Because he's Angela's dim-witted best friend, we know this won't work out very well. We see the substitute, and good God, what's wrong with their necks? I just realized it, but everyone's necks look painfully compressed. The substitute gives Angela's homework a bullseye and sends it back, hitting Angela's nemesis, Nanette, in the face. By the way, despite how much of a cliche this is, you can't really get away with saying that someone's a bitch and have them be treated like a bitch solely on the virtue of you saying that they're a bitch. They need to do something bitchy.
Excuse me, Miss Clump, but as class monitor, I feel it is my duty to inform you of today's academic agenda.
Oh no, such an asshole. She does her responsibilities. Oh my God, how horrible. Now, if she got angry at Angela for doing something like this and being the good kid, then you'd be doing something right. By the way, this teacher's lip syncing and neck are the absolute worst. It kinda pains me to look at, but maybe it wouldn't if they weren't made of fucking photographs.
I'm fully prepared to go over last night's homework assignment. I'm also prepared, unlike some students, to announce the topic of my rainforest project, the scandalous shortage of crocodile. I plan to focus on the shortage of crocodile in handbags, heels, and other fashion accoutrements.
She sounds like an alpha bitch, but she's not an alpha bitch. She's an idiot.
I'll do a project about rainforest food from the rainforest.
I already call dibs on it, Angela Anaconda.
What? Do you normally call her by her first name and her last name? Every single time? Why am I asking? Considering this show, I know the answer is yes. As you can see, everything else in this world is made of stock images. In fact, this show may have popularized the fad that exists in certain cartoons today. Laziness looks for inspiration from laziness. Also, how did Johnny Abadi, Angela's dim-witted best friend, get only a cupcake for lunch? What cafeteria gives those out and nothing else? Also, when Johnny Abadi, Angela's dim-witted best friend, suggests that she do a project on cannibals, Angela Anaconda imagines ordering her enemies at a restaurant because she's a fucking sociopath. Like, it's one thing to have fantasies about hurting someone. I'll even give her the benefit of the doubt and say that Nanette really is a bully, like the worst fucking person ever. But to want to eat her? What kid would ever want to do that? What normal human being would ever want to cannibalize someone? Wanting to cannibalize someone, by definition, makes you not a normal functioning person. Whoever this person is loses a tooth on a sandwich, and Johnny Abadi, Angela's dim-witted best friend, wants it for his project. She'll only trade it for the cupcake, but if she wanted the cupcake, she should have ordered one. He clearly didn't bring it from home. The teacher wants to eat with Angela and her friends because reasons. And potatoes. And the substitute doesn't like the sandwich. Also, she's a dick to Nanette because the world can be an ass to her if the main character says that she's mean. Apparently, the substitute went to tropical rainforests, and this gives Angela the idea to make tree houses for her project. Angela takes her brother's popsicle stick collection and begins to work on a project. And this scene perfectly illustrates how bad the animation is. Frames are just straight up missing. Anything they can come up with is completely uncreative. And that baby still looks like a Silent Hill monster. Somehow, Nanette finds the substitute teacher's house and brings her treats. I think the episode is trying to tell me that she's a suck-up, but what I'm seeing is her trying to get on the good side of someone who hates her for no real reason. And then she goes to suck up to another teacher. Whatever. I hate all these fucking characters anyway.
What is all the fuss about? Angela's treehouse, made out of popsicle sticks.
Angela's behind you. Turn around. She's not over here. Why are you looking at me? And because Johnny Abadi, Angela's dim-witted best friend, touches the glue, he gets pulled away and the treehouses crumble. Finally, their teacher returns because Nanette helped her get better, while Angela wanted to cannibalize Nanette. Then she has a fantasy of, oh my fucking god! I thought that Angela had problems before, but what the fuck? It starts raining. The substitute teacher saves Angela, and then they save some crocodiles, for some reason. Putting them on a boat kind of seems counterproductive in helping the crocodiles. And they let Nanette and her teacher fall over the edge, presumably to their death. But not after they pelt them with coconuts. Please tell me what we're supposed to like about this character. Because Angela was fantasizing about letting Nanette and her teacher die, she lets the water overflow and gets sent to the principal's office. And the substitute is apparently a substitute principal now. Okay, bullshit. Number 1, principals and teachers are different jobs. A substitute teacher may be qualified to take the place of a teacher because they can at least keep things orderly, even if they don't understand or like the subject being taught. A principal is a job that requires a lot more attention and isn't someone who can let someone else tide things over until the real principal gets back. But do you know who can? The vice principal! That's why schools have vice principals!
Punishment is an unfortunate construct of Western civilization, hun. I don't believe in it.
Right, because prisons and executions didn't exist until the 1950s.
But revenge, now there's a whole other thing.
That's a great moral. Up top, ignoring the fact that revenge is actually a form of punishment, just against someone of equal power to you, it's your fucking job to punish the student who broke the rules. That's what principal does. You're not certified at all, are you?
That's a peck full of poppycock.
She's a teacher?
Attention. The class monitor and teacher of room 9 will report to the supply room immediately to begin the annual inventory of paper clips, rubber bands, and vacuum cleaner bags.
Yes, let's punish the teacher for sending the girl who flooded the storage cabinet to the principal's office. And this ends by them ordering a pizza. I wonder if it has any chunks of people in it. What the hell? It's like someone took Lisa's substitute and leached away any charm out of it and shat on it. Ignoring the batshit ugly art style, these characters are horrible. I can understand the desire to get revenge on someone you don't like, and maybe Angela's supposed to be an outlet for that, but her fantasies make her look like a sociopath. Nanette isn't an asshole enough to make Angela look like the good guy. The bully cliche is one of the easiest to write, and you fucked it up! Now, if you say that being sucky is the style they're going for one more time, I'm going to punch you in the face. A style needs to build up to something and have some kind of purpose. If you claim that it's your style to make things look like crap, then don't be surprised when people think that it looks like crap.
You hear the screeching of an owl.